All right. Hey, guys. Yay, we're going to do a little catch up. But before I do the catch up, I need to know what letter Meri's up to. It's looking like she's up to letter P in her alphabet. And I don't know how many blocks are supposed to be filled in so far on the shadow box. See, I only have 4, so I didn't know how many more are supposed to be filled in. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Holly. So if somebody gets a chance and can tell me how many of these I need to get filled up, that'd be great, because I haven't had time to go back and watch Meri's video all the way through yet. And I wanted to get caught up. So I'm going to set those aside. Maybe Meri will come in and tell me. But I've got some mail here, some from Beth and some from Deborah Adams. So I'm going to open these. They've been here for a while. But I've been saving them to share on here. I don't know what I did with my fancy little zip cutter. I just had it out here cutting paper. Well, famous last words, I guess. Maybe I can get this. Woo, throw scissors. Okay, P is next. Meri did up to O. Okay, I was just going by the ones in the photo album, and it looked like somebody, I think it was Mina, did up to P. That's why I was not sure. So we'll go from there. So hi, Violet. Hi, Lori. You're supposed to throw them away, not towards you. This is a happy Halloween surprise pet letter from Deborah Adams. Oh, look, isn't that sweet? She made like a mini pocket out of a book page. Oh, look at the kitties. Aren't those cute? Now, of course, I can't take them out of this to put them in my binder. I'm going to have to keep the pocket, too. I'll have to figure out a way to put that in. There's another kitty. Oh, so cute. So thank you so much, Deborah. These are adorable. And she just said, happy Halloween. I hope you have a great day. That was sweet. So we'll slide those back in there. I'll figure out how to put them in my binder without taking them out of their little pockets. Now, this was from Beth. And she stamped out some things in here, I see. Oh, this is a tissue with kitty cats on it. That's really cute. As Scott would say, it's stinking cute. So kitty cats, and then a pretty quilt block. And there's another quilt block. And I was going to say fiber, felt leaf. Hi, Gilly. Hi, Deborah. Everybody's doing the hellos. And then here's what she stamped out for me on tissue paper. Oh, this is deli paper, I think. So these are all really pretty. See there? All the different ones. Hi, Janet. Opening my Happy Mail here from Beth. There's a pretty garden on that side. And another garden there. I'm just going to slide these back in here because it'll make putting them in there back in the envelope easier. And then Eiffel Tower. Napkin. And then these, I believe, are roll-ons. So yay, some fun bits. So thank you, Beth. All right. So I need to do up to O, I guess. These are the letters I have so far. I kind of got behind with going down to the house and all of that. And I need to figure out which square I'm supposed to be at too, because like I said, I've been kind of out of pocket. So I don't know how many of the squares on the shadow box are supposed to be filled either. And I didn't have time to look in the photo album before I had to come live. So I need to know what I need to be on here. I found out what I need to be on here. So only up to O. Let's get some more light on here. Woohoo! Light, bright. I'm going to do it with pencil so I can erase it if I mess up. So I did my G, so I need to do an H. And I'm making my own letters up. I'm not following anything. So I do the letters first. And if I'm not quite square, I'm not freaking out about it. That one, I'm going to fix that because that will bother me that it's. There we go. Then I just do the vine in here. And I put a heart at the end of it. I make it double thickness just so I can have something to color in. And maybe I'll put another heart on a stem. And then the rest I just fill in with leaves. We'll put another heart down on this one. Maybe a leaf coming off next to it. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Christy. Hi, Gertie. So I'm only going to stay on for about an hour just to try to get caught up a little bit. I keep getting these stupid coupon things from Joann's and Michael's trying to entice me to go shopping, and I'm trying to avoid that. So I said I'll just go on and work on getting caught up with Meri if I can. Maybe stick a leaf out here. And all of this I just kind of do in a random way. I don't have a plan for any of it. I'm just trying to fill the space in. Maybe put some leaves over here. This weather can't make up its mind about what it wants to do. I had to turn the heat on this morning just to knock the chill off. And now it's hot in here. I wish we'd get some rain down here. We need it so badly. So we won't get any trick-or-treaters here at all. In the 3 years we've been up here, we've never seen any children trick-or-treating. We live kind of in a neighborhood with mostly retirees, so there's not a lot of kids around. And the kids that are, around, they go to the different trunk-or-treats, which again, trunk-or-treating kind of freaks me out because I think you're encouraging your children to approach cars, which unnerves me. All right, so now I will grab, if I can find one. I think I've damaged the tips on these. So I'm just catching up. There's Meri. Hi, Meri. These were the markers that Gina sent in the little package I won in her auction for the other crafter. They were doing raise some funds for another crafter's family that was having some life things happening that was making it a little bit more of a struggle. So I won one of the auctions, and these markers were in there, and I'd never heard of them. They're American Crafts precision pens, and I think I've ruined the nibs already on like 2 of them. This one's still working okay. It's not 100% great, but it's working. Oh, that's horrible, Janet. Why do people do that? I was just thinking today, I was opening, what was I opening? I was opening Dijon mustard, and I had to take the cap off and take that seal off on the inside. And I can remember when, you'd buy stuff and you didn't have to have that on there. I guess that's dating me. And then we had the Tylenol scare. Do y'all remember the Tylenol scare where somebody had poisoned some Tylenol? I think I'm going to switch to some markers or gel pens or something. I don't know what I've been using on the leaves. I think it's just been markers. These are just the plumes. I just don't understand that. That's just flat out being mean. These are dried up. That is completely dry. Maybe it's time to let these go. Let's see if this end will work. Okay. What I'll do is after I color them in, I go back over everything, around everything with my marker. So I bought myself a dress form a couple months back, and I got it put together, but I don't have, my measurements put on it. So I need to do that. And I haven't seen any videos on how to do that. But see, I'm just learning to use a dress form. I've never used one, so it should be interesting. I might video myself, putting myself through the paces, trying to figure out how to make it work for me. Because everything I've seen makes it look like using the dress form would make fitting so much easier. Can't tell if I made that a heart or a leaf, so it's going to be a leaf now. I think it was supposed to be a heart. But this is just catch-up time for about an hour. I need to watch my time. Yes, I got some other things I need to get done around here today, but it's kind of lonely on Mondays without Lisa, you guys. clicked on and I'm like, oh yeah, she's not on right now because she's being the cleaning queen. I was thinking of going through my stuff and things that I haven't touched in, a year or so, just get rid of, because that's just crazy to hold on to it in case I might use it one day. If I haven't used it in a year, I'm probably not going to use it. So I might sell some stuff. Like stamp sets. I've got so many stamp sets, and I think I'd like to keep words and phrases and cats and mice. And I don't know what else. I don't think I need to keep all these that I have. And then I asked myself why. Oh, and backgrounds. I want to keep background stamps. But little cutesy little girls stamps and that kind of stuff, I think I'm going to get rid of all that. This needs another leaf or something right here, so we'll put one there. The thing about doing this with you guys live is I have to look down so much. I miss the chat. It is fun to participate in chat. I found a house that they want a lot less than the houses around it. But then when you open it up, it's because it's not finished. Somebody ran out of money and they still want $140,000 for it. And it still needs about $100,000 worth of work. And I told Scott, I was like, I found us another project. It's like, I think it's more than we want to do, though. He just laughed. I need red. Red, red, red. Aw, thanks, Meri. Did I outline these hearts? I did. I did go back around everything with my black. I thought I had. Mina's are so brightly colored and so pretty. Uh-oh, I forgot a stem. Well, the fine tip side of this is just dead as it can be. Let's see. All right, did I forget this? So I binged watched all of Second Chance Hiker's videos of him on the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, and he lost close to 100 pounds. He said he still wanted to lose another 100 or thereabouts, but he's currently off trail, and he met a wonderful German girl on the trail. I think he may keep her. I guess we'll find out as they go along. They've been doing videos together since he got off, but he spent 7 months, I think, on the trail. Well, on and off because he got a back injury, but he did really good for somebody that weighed 389 pounds when he started at the Mexican border. So I'm proud of him. I just started following him because he's the same age as my son. And I got to thinking, kids going through something like that, they need all the support they can get. So I subbed his channel and just started watching. And then I couldn't stop watching. That's another way I've gotten behind, is I've just been having him playing in the background while I work on stuff and not watching other people's YouTubes, just getting completely drawn into his story. So he did really well. Oh, I often wonder how they afford to go off for months on end. Scott and I've never been able to earn enough money to pay bills and go on adventures like that. I just can't imagine what you would have to do to do that. I mean, because you still got to provide yourself with food. I don't know. You know, none of them ever talk about how they finance it. They just do it. They just wake up one day and they get on the trail. Maybe they all won the lottery. Who knows? Y'all talking about firewood? I always hated it when the uncles would wait until it had already gotten cold to think about getting firewood, you know, because if you wait till the last minute, there's a chance of having a chimney fire because the wood is not seasoned, it's not dry, and the sap can make for a really bad mess. It's a wonder the chimney didn't leak because my uncle, if the chimneys got on fire, they'd drop a logging chain down in it to knock the stuff that was burning off. That's how they dealt with it. I would have been more comfortable if the woodshed had been full in the spring, and then you just have to let it season all summer long. But there's other things on a farm going on in the spring. Calves, you got to get stuff planted, you got to cut hay, you got to rake hay, you got to bale hay, you got to get the hay out of the field, you got to get the hay up in the hay mow. There's corn to cut and get in the silo. There's gardens to do, berries to pick. Yeah, I grew up doing all of that kind of stuff. I told Scott I want to find a place that's got a big open area and I can just plant edible plants all around me. Berries and apple trees and fruit trees of all kinds. Wish I knew what that was that keeps sounding like it's popping. It's freaking me out. All right. This is another reason I get behind is I try to do something that's too detailed. And I put too many leaves. Maybe I should make them bigger, but then they wouldn't all match, would they? I get done outlining, I'm going to catch up with you guys in chat and see if you've asked any questions or any of that. Trying to get all the marker in. Went to Aldi's down the road and got some nut mixes and peanuts and almonds and some fruit, frozen and fresh. Kind of sad that it's the end of watermelon season. Now the watermelons will cost too much and they won't be very good. I think that's all of them. All right. I'll get my gold gel pen out here. Oh, Mary's brother made something. What did he make? Oh, hi, Mary Hill. Yep, well seasoned. There's Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Have you found a corner yet? That's how I feel when I start cleaning on my stuff. It's like, oh, if I could just leave one corner completely clear, I would just feel so much better. But then I go and fill it back up. That's my own doing, though. I might get a slightly larger tipped black to go back around this H here in a minute so that the H stands out more. And I found I have extra of these gold pens that I got off Amazon. I love these things. They are Uniball Signo in gold. It's a beautiful gold. I just love how it goes on here. We went to the Chinese restaurant for lunch, and my stomach is talking about how good it was. Apparently, just growling and carrying on. I'm stuffed. I brought a bunch home. Told Scott, I said, we need to just order one dish and get an extra plate because we always end up bringing home half of each meal. All right, I'm going to use these for the background. Let's see, what color did I do last time? The G was done with a purple. I think we should do the yellow again. And I just have a paintbrush with water. And I just rub it on the actual crayon and then fill in. It's picking up some of the green marker. I made a black bean and butternut squash chili. I think I put the recipe for it on the group in that recipe file. Oh my goodness, it is so good. I love butternut squash. Anytime I try something new, Scott always gives it just a general, it's okay. So I never know if it's something he truly likes or if I'm just making it because I really like it. So I've just come to the conclusion lately that he'll probably eat just about anything I fix and not complain. So I'm just going to go with it and hope I hit something he really likes occasionally. I'm mounting these on this black cardstock so that I can make copies of the alphabets. All right, so there's that in yellow. We have a real fireplace here at the cottage, but we have so much stuff in here right now, and the wood that the house is actually made out of has turned into basically fat lighter. So one little spark and this whole place will go up. My sister-in-law says that she's going to use the fireplace, and I'm like, well, wait till we're totally out of it because I'm not comfortable. I might let this dry, and we'll start on I. I might be bad and just start with the marker. The recipe's in the file section, I think. I think I put it in there. I didn't get those at a very good angle, but that's all right. And I think I will just go straight in, save me some time. Oh. There's a place not far from here called Marietta Quilts and More, I think. I've been wanting to check it out too. Maybe one day this week I'll drive down to Simpsonville and check it out because it's not too far. It's not what I meant, Holly. I think she's ready for us to be out of here. I really do. Because she asked Scott when did he think we'd be out. So we've really got to push and get out of here. It is nice that she lets us stay here, but I know she's got plans for this little house in place and we're in the way. So I understand. Tippy came home on time yesterday, but he's been gone all day today. The theme of my November art journal is quilting. I don't quilt. Uh-oh. My sister, Rhonda, sent me a link to a story about a 99-year-old woman that passed away, and she had just started a project at the age of 99 of the United States quilt, and she'd already pre-cut all of the squares, and she had started to transfer the patterns from, I guess, the book that she was getting them out of, and this girl went to a sale and she bought it. She bought what the lady had started, and she put a call out on Instagram for people to help her finish it. And she had over 1,000 people respond that they would help her finish that quilt. I thought that was awesome. And that's kind of where the story ended. I was kind of disappointed. It was one of those clickbait stories, where they take you down a rabbit hole and you never get the whole story. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Mitts. Hi, Mindy and Mitts. Hi, Mina. Hi, Vicky. All right. I need to go back and watch Meri's video about this jam journaling a month thingamabobber, because I missed it. I must have been out of the room when she was talking about it, and I came back in and she was giving away that journal, and I was not sure what it was all about, but I put my number in just the same. And I was like, I'll figure it out later. So you make a journal and you give it a theme. Is that right? And then for the month, like the month of November, you just fill in with your theme. Is that it? Do I have it correct? So if I go to that quilt shop, Meri, I ought to get you one of those, a business card from them for your journal. Maybe it'll have some kind of art on it that you can duplicate, just sketchy. And I went to Foam and Fabrics, and I'd love to go there again. They have all of like Marcus Brothers and all the main quilt designers. They have them up there, but it's like $11.99 a yard, and I just can't. I always visit the $4.99 and $3.99 tables. I guess I'm cheap. That went faster than trying to draw it all out. Oh, it's a challenge journal. You're going to do a prompt every day. Okay. So basically we'll need 30 pages in it, right? If we follow along for the full month. As you can tell, I kind of suck at following along for long-term projects. I'm always having to catch up. But I guess that's okay. As long as I get there eventually, that's what matters. Got a little bit of a sore throat today. And Scott and I both woke up with kind of a headache this morning. So I'm hoping we didn't catch something while we were at the fiber thing. But, you know, you're in there with a couple thousand people. One person being sick is all it would take for everybody to get sick. And Journey had asked if I went into the building, the barn next to the arena, and I didn't get down there. By the time we'd gotten through all of those booths, Scott and I were both going, oh man, I'm so hungry. Let's go to Iannucci's. So we went to Iannucci's instead. If we're in Hendersonville, we have to go to Iannucci's because those sourdough sesame rolls are, oh my goodness, they're to die for. They come hot out of the oven, and they give you fresh whipped butter to put on them, and they just kind of melt in your mouth, and then you get a mouthful of sesame seeds. And if you don't like sesame seeds, you probably wouldn't like them, but I love sesame, so it doesn't bother me. Let's do blue on the eye. Kind of like these scribble sticks to do this kind of thing. Just pick a little, I'm just picking a little color up with my brush. And we'll just push it around. And I don't care if it's mottled. You know, I don't care if it looks like it's molting or, you know, not molting. Good grief, Becky. You know what I mean? Mottled. Lumpy bumpy. And I didn't even go through. I might save the outlining to do on my own when I'm mindlessly listening to old CSI or Criminal Minds or something. Kind of sad this is the last season of Criminal Minds, but you know, they got to be sick of doing the same characters all the time. Probably a time for the actors to have a change. So there's my eye, and I'll outline it later. Oh, what's Lisa? You're trying to keep the prompt simple. Cool. And Meri, are you going to list the daily prompts in a file on the group? Because if it was in one file, then you can add each prompt as it comes up. But then anybody that's following along and is like me that can fall behind, we can just go in that file and see what we need to do for the days. That would be cool. All right. Some of this paper is different because I'm just using scrap paper out of my scrap box to make my little squares. And for anybody that just came in, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting mine on here. And you can see I put some really strong black around the letters. And I need to do that on all of these that I'm doing right now. I might not get to the shadow box today. If I can catch up with the letters today, I'll be so happy. And everybody said O. The next letter will be P. So I just need to do up to O, and then I'll be caught up. Awesome. Okay, Meri, that'll work. That'll be great. I'm sorry, Vicki. I just read that. I was reading quickly along, and I was like my cousin and dumbass. I don't know. But I read it as my cousin the dumbass. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I need to quit trying to read quickly. Oh my gosh. Dumas. Okay. Oh dear. Like I said, I should not try to read quickly when I'm live. What letter am I doing? J. See, I think I messed these tips up on these things that Gina sent me. Because I have to hold the pen right straight up and down to make them work. And that's just unnatural to me. Oh, that looks ill. Oh, well. I don't think I can fix it. Another reason to use pencil first. That's okay. We're going to go with it. There goes my stomach again, chirping away. Oh, Bernadette's barking. She may not be able to see except for shadow, but man, she knows when somebody's in the yard or nearby. She rarely barks. I wonder what she's barking at. Oh, children. There's this one lady. She walks all the way up to the grocery store with all of these little kids in tow. I remember those days when Scott and I only had the one car. That really kind of sucked sometimes, but we made it work. And if I needed to use the car for the day, I'd just get up, take him to work, and do what I needed to do with the car, to, like take Greg to the doctor or get groceries. And then when it was time to get him, I would just go pick him up. Row, row, she says. There's the one little boy, he always wants to come and pet her, but his mama won't let him pet the doggy. She loves attention. The Amazon delivery guy, he stops and pets her when she's in her playpen outside. He said, well, she just looks so bored. I have to stop and talk to her. I said, you're turning her into a spoilt wretch. I love her, but I think she's going to be my last dog simply because cats are more independent and I can go do my own thing and I don't have to worry about someone to take care of them. You know, they'll just get ticked off at me and say, fine, she's left. We're going to take care of ourselves now. Dogs, you can't do that. They're too much. They're very pack oriented and they need companionship. Not that the cats wouldn't miss me. It's just like they like having me around, but they sure can survive without me. And sometimes they make that abundantly clear. I don't need you. No, Lisa had to go. Okay. Good luck with your room, Lisa. We're pulling for you. Lisa's trying to find her way out, or at least give herself some space. Oh, let's do this. It's like doodling along, just filling in the space. I think I'm probably going to get to letter J, and then my hour will be up. Yep, just about. I feel pretty good about that. I got this much done. I know what I'll do is I'll get this colored in. I need to go around everything with my black, but that takes time. I didn't get any notification. Usually when I first get up and I sign on to the computer, it'll say Meri's live. The little thing will come up and say the Meri LTA is live. And this morning I was on for like an hour and I wanted to look something up on your channel and I clicked on your channel and went over and it said you were live. And I was like, still? Because it was almost 10 o'clock here. And so I jumped over. But if I hadn't been looking to find out what letter you were at, I would not have known. I would not have known you were live this morning. It's so weird. And your bell is rung and I normally get an indication that you're on. You know, I think it's great that they've got an algorithm to help them, weed out the badness that can happen and all of that rigmarole. But my goodness sakes, sometimes it's more of a pain in the neck than it should be. Maybe I can fix this right now. We'll just come up into this area. See if I can cover that with the gold, and then when I come back and outline it, it'll look right or better. put it that way. All right, so let's see. Yep, Meri was on till 9 Central this morning, which was nice. I got to come and play for a little bit and watch. Let's see, what color should I do now? I don't really have a green on here. Let me see. This is probably not how you're supposed to use these Dina Wakley pen crayons, but this is the way I'm using them right now. I didn't realize I'd gotten quite as far behind as I have. And I'll have to go see where Meri is on her shadow box. Because like I said, I've only done 4 squares. And I'm sure if I'm this far behind on the letters, I'm probably way behind on the shadow box. Uh-oh. Now we've got a lot planned for this next weekend, and I would just realize the place that is just opened up not far from here is a climate-controlled storage place. So I think I'm going to start going down and getting a truckload on pretty days. Go get a truckload of the stuff I already have boxed up and bring it up and get us a unit at the climate-controlled place so we can get our house pretty much empty down there. Greg's going to have to figure out what he's doing. I hope he has as much money saved as he said he does so that he can get a house. All right, so I did H, I, and J, and it's 352. Meri's going to try to do a 4 a.m. Is that tomorrow? I guess that's tomorrow. Let me see what Mindy said up here. Yeah, tomorrow, 4 a.m. Meri's aiming for, so she can catch up with herself. So I should be up to week 8. So that's four more blocks and I should be caught up. So 4 more and I'll be caught up. Let me get a fatter marker over here and see if I can outline some of these. This one's a lot fatter than I'd like, but you know what I was using? I was using the Sharpie with the brush tip, and I really, really like that. That's a pen plus here. That's not it. I need to quit just shoving them all in the same and keep the ones I really like apart from the others. I might have to just use one of these others and hope it doesn't mess them up too much. See that the tips on some of these have just gotten so mushed, they're disgusting to use. Once they get rounded over, you can't do anything. That one's too fine. Where is that blooming one? Is this it? Did I put it in a drawer? No, that's not it. This is a Pitt pen. This one might work. Let's see. It doesn't like the Dina Wakley crayons at all. Oh, I have a cat at the door. I think it might be my Tippy boy. Well, I got caught up a little bit in an hour. Got 3 letters done. Maybe I'll work on some more after I sign off. And I was just thinking how cool it could be if I darkened just 2 sides of this, to make it look like it's in shadow. Set that aside to dry for a minute, and I'll show you what I mean. I saw that Violet had added albums to Fibsville, so I just put my characters in for her. I need to let Tippy in, because if I don't go let him in, he'll get mad and leave. Hang on just a sec. Oh, that knee. Ooh. Who is it? Baby! Hi, baby. What's on your back? Just a leaf? Okay. Are you hungry? Come on. People that never have been here before don't know that I have to do cat service. Yeah. I'm almost done. I'll give you some attention. There you go. We bought that jalapeno pepper jelly, and I'm about to die to go get some cream cheese to have cream cheese and crackers with jalapeno jelly. Oh my goodness, that is so good. I love it. Let's see here. I can do this really quick here before the clock runs out. Get my fat Sharpie marker out. And do just, that means I'll have to do it on the card over there. Might just do this on these, on 2 sides is all. Yeah, I kind of like that, how that makes it look dimensional. So it needs to be across the top. And down the side. I'm not worried that, about covering that up. Let's see if I can do it on here. See, I could do all of these. Oh, I gotta be careful or I'll mess up the other ones. It's easier when they're not attached to the paper, and I think I put them down with permanent adhesive, so I am not going to try to lift these, but I do want to make them look all the same. The little gal that always waits on us at the Chinese restaurant. She has green hair currently, and she was telling me that she's got she's trying to set a modeling gig up. And she definitely looked like she was taking on Halloween at full stance. I just think the kids go through stages, and she's just going through her goth stage right now. And the worst thing you can do is try to force them not to do it, because then it's a challenge. My son's went through that. He had black nails, and he had green hair, and he had purple hair, and he had blue hair, and he had yellow hair, and yeah, he's done with that now. So let me see who all I missed. Hey, Samantha. I need to still go in and outline everything on here, but then the H will go here after I've done all the outlining on the stems and the letter and everything. So then I need K, L, M, N, O. So I need 5 more letters, and I'll be caught up. But I'm going to let you guys go because it's 4:01, and I need to go do a couple things around here. Bye, Kathy. I'm going to let you guys go. It's Tuesday. I don't know if anybody else is coming on this afternoon. Beth is probably coming on with Colleen, but I don't know. All right, y'all take care. Thanks for stopping in and hanging with me for a little while.